You get any stats?
Hey, Kev, what's up?
Good morning.
We're going to have a meeting soon.
Kevin's.
We'll bring him to the meeting.
I think Kevin's discussed it with me.
That was a rough
Just
start.
a lot of like crazy talk going on.
It's going to be one of those shows because Kevin, I mean, you were actually kind of defending Todd Young's fundraiser call.
No, it was not.
During the intro.
Traitor.
Not true, John.
And then, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into that.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to Belgium's top-rated podcast. It's pretty sad, huh? If we're the top-rated podcast in Belgium.
Well, it's pretty sad because you've been saying it about 100 times in a row. So
And when we first found out about it, it was very exciting.
People tune into
I
Lockpod.
still think we are listened to in Belgium, but again, that goes to do we have any stats?
I'm
Pull
going
up
to
our
log in
stats.
right now.
Pull up our stats.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Good thing is the business manager is going to be here today, so we can bitch at him.
Yeah. Is he
about
really?
his stats. Yes,
Yeah,
he said
yeah.
he's making an appearance.
Kevin said a B
Wow.
word.
We have a guest
Did
coming
I?
in today. We have
Pardon me.
Jenny Craig coming in from GreatNews.Life.
I am excited about that because she is somebody that always is high energy and
She is
positive.
definitely. We got to bring her A game today. She is definitely high energy.
Yeah, you guys got to get in better mood.
Yeah, I was
Let's
going
go.
to say she's going to
good
just
mood.
her being here is going to get me in a better mood.
I'm in a good mood. I've been
Tom's
traveling.
in a great mood.
Yeah,
it was
Tom is in
actually
a good
Kevin
mood.
that brought Tom
I agree
down,
with that.
I think.
I agree.
I don't
I
know,
agree.
man.
I get
agree.
in. He's defending Todd Young.
That's
I'm like,
not.
what the hell?
That
Like,
is
I don't
not
need
true.
that shit.
I was
Like,
not defending Todd. I would never defend Todd Young.
yeah.
Wow, look at those stats.
I don't know what it
Wow.
means.
That's like made up. Those
Holy
are like
moly.
that's like made up. Probably that's like
So,
a graph of.
We'll look at
Show
this
us
later.
the country, like who's listening to us the most.
Yeah, let me get to that. Go ahead and talk
All right.
about stuff.
All right. So anyway, welcome to Lockpod, Belgium's top-rated podcast. Here we are today.
Season 6, episode 7.
It's a lot. It seems like we've been around a long time.
Yeah, I think
It's
we
like a
got- I
Netflix
wonder-
season, right?
Yeah, maybe some. I mean, the first season was like episode 30 or something.
We're
Yeah.
approaching 150th episode.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is that?
too
The
many.
sesquicentennial? No, I don't forget how many 150 is.
Oh, my God.
What?
Belgium.
I'm
Germany?
looking at the map of the world.
Yeah. We have no-
Germany, we are our biggest viewing audience is in America.
Mhm.
Second biggest viewing audience, Germany.
Over
Germany.
Belgium.
Then Singapore.
Hell yeah.
What the hell?
What
wrong
is
with
going
Belgium?
on right now?
What is going on with
Belgium's
Belgium?
at Belgium's at 6th now.
Belgium is
Sixth?
at 5.
Oh, 5th. All right.
So we do have fans in Belgium.
One, two.
Dude,
Nice.
Russian Federation
What?
is 2, 4,
Putin's
6,
listening.
7th. Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone in
Aw.
Russia for.
The Kremlin's listening.
Yes,
All right.
that would make sense.
If you're listening in Russia, don't believe what Putin is telling you.
And if you
There
are
are no
Putin,
Nazis in Ukraine.
I like the fact that
Jump
Germany's
off the
kind of
bridge.
hopped up. It's like in the Belgian area, right? So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
borders Belgium. So
hey,
maybe it's
whoever
like
was
folks that
in
are
Belgium moved
traveling
to Germany.
between
Yeah.
Belgium and Germany.
Interesting.
Oh man, this is
I think we're still
incredible.
number 1 in Belgium, though.
Guten Morgen.
So welcome to Lockpod, everybody.
Good work,
How do you
Len.
say
Thanks.
welcome to Lockpod in German?
Lin-
I said Guten Morgen. That means
Willkommen.
Don't you know German?
No, French.
Oh,
I know how to say it in Spanish.
Marissa does. Damn, I wish
Bienvenue.
Marissa was here right now.
Bienvenido.
Willkommen.
Yeah.
Willkommen.
All right. Anyway, welcome to Lockpod. I just got back from Fort Wayne yesterday.
Nice.
You know, I did it.
I don't like that. Fort Wayne's a tough trip because it's like on Route 30.
It
goes
actually.
slow. How did you do
Not
it?
last night.
Really?
Yeah. I drove.
Not
I drove a Smitty yesterday, and the drive out there was like 2.5 because
Okay.
it was traffic and
Rainy.
one lane, and it was rainy. But Smitty's like my fastest driver.
He's a lead foot.
He's a firefighter, and he drives big trucks. So like driving a truck in
He
the
used to be a
rain-
truck driver.
Yeah, and he used to be a truck driver. So like driving for him is easy, and he is fast. So for me, that's key.
And
you know?
he actually likes driving. You know, some people are like, man, I don't like driving down
So like
90 or this or
another
that.
thing about Smitty,
He likes it.
he's a good driver. You know why? Because him and I'll sit there and we won't talk to each other for like 45 minutes.
It's nice to have a driver that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, he's definitely comfortable with silence, which is cool with me because I'm actually working. Like,
Yep.
that's one of the. Actually, I really enjoy sitting in the passenger seat, which is unusual because I usually like driving. But like, I just sit there and.
Well, when you're on the road so much like you are lately, just because of campaigning, you actually have to get work done too.
Oh, no, I do.
So I mean, I know even when I drive you, a lot of it's you're on your iPad, you're on your phone, you're getting work done.
Yeah.
So I know that's
Yeah.
true, and it's good to be comfortable so that you don't feel like, oh, I got to be talking, right?
Or
So you-
playing chess.
I do play chess.
Yeah, you're a
It's
chess
another
fan.
relaxation.
You know what pisses
thing
me
for
off
you.
playing chess? It sometimes relaxes me because when I lose, I get
Yes,
pissed
I have
off.
seen you like saying. I also seen like the flip
Slap
down of the
thing.
iPad.
God damn it!
You're right. It's
pissed
not
off.
always that calming.
Or like because I play the time games in chess. So like
Yeah, I
like I
can
play
do
like a
that.
3-minute game where you cannot mess around. You have to move. Like you can't even think. You just move. Right?
Is there a timer?
Yeah.
So like when do
You have 3 minutes. So like if you deliberate, it's counting down. But if you move, it stops.
Well,
and then
can't
the
you,
other
like,
guys.
screw with the other player by deliberating? Could you wait like 2
No,
minutes?
you have
with a
once it
move?
hits 0, you lose. So like you lose if you get checkmated or the clock runs out. So your job is to keep the clock from running out. So you just move, and then you toss the timer to the other guy.
That'll get your brain working.
But like, so what happens is we're driving through the sticks in Indiana, and I'm like barely connected to the internet, and then my like.
Thank you, Todd Young, for voting against broadband.
Yeah, right. The guy could have voted for infrastructure.
So Tom could play his chess game.
I could play chess, and I'm not
in the middle of nowhere.
I'm losing games for no reason at all because I can't connect.
No, it's for a reason. It's because Todd Young didn't vote for
That's what I'm
infrastructure.
saying. It's a bunch of crap. So I'm sitting
So it
there.
all goes full circle.
So like some of the games get real close to the end where you literally have seconds left. And I was winning the other day against a guy that was high ranked, and I'm like, literally, there's like
that's always
5
fun,
seconds
right?
left, and I move, and I'm like, we're just killing time. We're not even trying to checkmate. We're just like, we both see the clock's getting close, and I move, and it's like still clicking on my side. I'm like, well, I already moved. It went all the way to 0. And I just slammed my iPad shut.
I remember that. That was in my car.
Son of a
Smitty.
freaking Todd Young and his damn infrastructure vote, screwed my
There
chess
goes my-
game up.
and your ranking would have gone up.
My ranking went down, and
Yeah.
it's his fault.
Oh boy.
It's freaking Todd
Just
Young.
something
And
else
that's
to bring
when
up
Dad
about Todd
decided
Young.
to run against him.
That's a
Screw
thanks, Todd
this
Young.
guy.
I decided to run against Todd. Todd Young should have taken me up on the celebrity boxing match. Okay, let's just say that
Number one.
When I beat him in November, he's gonna look back on that day and say I should have taken him up on the boxing match because if he beats my ass in the boxing match, I probably don't run against him for Senate.
And then, because you've been like, well, I just got
The
my
guy
ass
beat
kicked.
me down. I'm
How
not going
can
to
I run
against
against him now?
Everybody's going to be like, you can't run against Todd Young. He
just
beat you
kicked your
down.
ass.
I mean, he's a Marine too. You would think he would have taken that
Got some
challenge,
secrets.
right? Well,
some Marine secrets.
obviously, I intimidate him.
Dark
Obviously,
secrets.
Yes.
and I'm a squid, by the way. I'm a squid intimidating a Marine. I mean, he's an embarrassment to the Marine Corps because, like, a squid challenged him to a celebrity boxing match, and he went.
Every Marine would have been like, you've got to go. A squid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Like,
point.
Semper Fi. You gotta get out there and beat that
Wow.
squid's ass, right?
Nice.
And he
Yeah.
like meekly walked away.
That Margraf and Jake Jacobs are just shaking
It's an
their
embarrassment to the United States Marine Corps. Let's be honest, right? Like they can't have a squid challenge him to a celebrity boxing match. We could have raised hundreds of thousands for local
Yeah,
charities,
or for
and
charities
what
around the state.
he's like, no thanks.
No,
What-
not even no thanks.
What he's saying is Tom
Ignore.
McDermott would beat my ass. That's what he was saying. So like,
All right, so speaking of Todd
spicy,
Young and
Dave.
ignoring
he
Tom
should have
McDermott,
taken me up on
Dad's
the challenge,
feeling
Lindsay.
spicy today.
We're gonna do some quick ads because we had a lot to talk about and we got guests. So we had kind of a big deal today. We're going to talk about Todd
big
Young
deal.
ignoring Tom McDermott in just a second.
Okay.
So let's do some ads. Come back.
All right.
Lindsay, lead us off.
A message from Judge Marissa McDermott. There are so many people to thank for our primary victory on May 3rd. My circuit court team for their top-notch service to the people of Lake County, my campaign team for all their tremendous hard work, and my family for their support and understanding that running for office is a sacrifice on them. And to everyone who donated, offered a signed location, or just gave words of encouragement, thank you. But most importantly, to the voters. You made this victory possible. Now on to November 8th. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Marissa McDermott.
Congrats, Marissa.
I didn't hear Tom should have had a whole.
You're
separate-
part of family.
No, I mean I should have had a whole separate segment in there, as far as I'm concerned.
Because
Oh, wait, there's a
because
little
you
bit
haven't
at
made
the end.
her
Sorry,
suffer
sorry.
over like the millions of elections you've had.
No, there's a
Yeah,
little bit
right.
at the end that I forgot. And to Tom, thank you.
And you're,
Oh, that was-
and you're a great husband. You're a great husband supporting.
she probably said that at the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that at the event in front of all of your friends.
Yeah, but nobody saw it. I mean, this is like we're
Nobody
being
saw.
watched
It
by,
was in the paper.
We're being watched by millions right
Somebody
now,
took a
Lindsay.
picture.
Right?
Germany.
I mean, we
Yes.
could have Germany,
Russia.
like the world, Belgium. People could have heard
It's a
like
secret,
specifically in her, and she just avoided that whole part. You know.
Oh
She-
my
it was-
gosh,
it
your
was
wife won an
implied.
election.
Yeah.
She's no.
It was implied.
I
You got
remember.
her mug right next to you.
I do have.
I
her
know
mug
she
next to me.
bought you this sign and that mug and some other mugs.
Congrats to
and, like,
Marissa
some
and
stuff.
everybody that won on.
It was a great night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Calumet Brewery. Nearly 10 years in the making. Bud Light Next, our first zero-carb beer, is a result of a brewing breakthrough, making the impossible possible. Super crisp and refreshing. Bud Light Next is a light lager with 4% ABV and is brewed with the highest quality ingredients while containing only 80 calories, 0 grams of sugar, and 0 carbs.
0 carbs.
Here's to what's next. Head over to calbrew.com for more info. Cheers with beers. I
It's a
read it
good
like
read.
I read it like it's written.
He reads it like he's drinking a zero carb beer. Executive
He's
Suites
really
2.
excited about it.
Executive Suites Squared, commonly known as ES2, is a first-class executive office environment located on 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. ES2 offers flexible membership plans that provide the privacy of dedicated, fully furnished offices with 24/7 secured access. For more information on their basic or private office membership packages or to rent one of their state-of-the-art conference rooms, call them at 219-844-2901. That's 219-844-2901, or visit them at Executive Suites 2. That's Executive Suites, the number 2.com.
Grisolia's Concrete. Grisolia's Concrete was voted number 1 in the Times Best of the Region in 2020 and in 2021. Grisolia's Concrete specializes in all concrete projects, and they have been using the original cement finish in a California style since 1972.
It has been ramping up as the seasons progress. By episode 12, John, it's going to be full on.
I'll be singing the whole thing.
He is slowly ramping up. He did the hand today a little bit.
A little bit.
It's getting there.
I'll be doing the breakdance later. They also offer stamped and colored concrete. Call now, 219-659-4147 to get your project lined up for the summer.
Oh, I never get to read this one. All right, here's a question for the group. Are you looking for the closest cannabis dispensary to Northwest Indiana?
Funny enough.
No, I get drug tested.
Oh.
Funny enough, I'm not.
Okay. Searching for the best
Because that would be
prices
illegal in the state of Indiana.
Unbeatable customer service? Then look no further. Stop into Mission Dispensary located in Calumet City, across the street from the River Oaks Mall on Torrance Avenue. Visit missiondispensaries.com to learn more.
Right by the Starbucks.
Yeah, it is. I'm wondering why
Get a coffee and get an edible,
I
as
saw
John
it
Cantrell would
yesterday.
say.
I was like, oh, that's where this is. Cool.
What were you doing over there yesterday?
My
Looking
tax
for the
guy's out
closest
there.
cannabis dispensary to
Dad.
Northwest
Look at that.
Indiana.
Look at that. Our tax guy's
Dad
right next
hooked
to
me
the
up
weed
with
store.
his tax guy.
John Kasparic.
So wait a minute. You can turn in your tax. You can get tax advice.
You could turn in
Go
your taxes.
get a joint or an edible.
Get some
and
coffee.
get a frappuccino.
And then go to Macy's.
And then there's a Sonic over there,
Who
too,
knew
right?
there was that much going on in Cal City?
Cal City is where it is.
Cal
right now.
City's booming.
Cal City is where it is.
The Bug Guy. The
Yes.
Bug Guy Pest Control. As warmer temperatures approach Northwest Indiana, whatever.
Yeah.
It's friggin'.
It's
I am
ant
so
season.
ready.
It's borderline snowing right now in May, by the way. Anyway, as warmer temperatures approach Northwest Indiana, don't let ants, wasps, or spiders spoil your poop hole.
Your what?
Spoil your
poop
poop
hole.
party.
That's what I thought he said.
Your poop hole.
That's what I
Your
thought
poop
he
hole?
said.
I did not say poop hole.
And there's
Spoil
the
your
title.
pool parties,
Don't
backyard
let
barbecues,
ants spoil your poop hole.
or outdoor family gatherings. I'm sure the Bug Guy appreciates
Yes.
us talking about the poop hole.
Well,
during
maybe.
Hey, man.
Maybe.
Help your guests enjoy a pest-free deck. Patty, God, this is like a tongue twister.
It is.
Right? Help your guests enjoy a pest-free deck, patio, or pool area with a comprehensive pest control plan from the Big Bug Guy.
PPPPP.
Always professional,
Bug
always
Guy.
fast, and very friendly. Very friendly. Without the humongous prices. Call today and tell the pests the Bug Guy is on the way. The Big Bug Guy is on the way.
Big bad bug guy.
To schedule your appointment, call Brian, who is the Big Bag Bug Guy, at 219-810-7481. That's 219-810-7481, or visit thebugguy.NWI.com.
All right, so we talked a little bit about your Fort Wayne trip, but the kind of exciting thing about the Fort Wayne trip is that it's starting a new tour. And you did the cannabis tour.
Yeah.
And now you're on the town hall tour.
I was on the cannabis tour. Now I'm on the town hall
Right,
tour.
so
town
kinda-
hall tour is not as fun as the cannabis
Town
tour.
hall
But you
tour.
told me, well,
Yeah, the cannabis tour was a pain in the butt.
you told me that last night it was interesting. You're like, it's so cool because I'm listening to different issues than just one issue.
Oh, no. It's like a mayor's night out. The format.
How was the attendance in Fort Wayne?
I don't know, 70 people.
That
It
is
was
great.
Yeah, it was.
And right after the primary, so people
do
are kind of
better.
like,
No, it was actually, I've been on way worse hits. This was a really good hit. There was 2 TV stations there.
What do you
Chairman,
think,
Chairman
like, the-
Derek does it right out there, by the way.
Allen County's got it together, man.
Their
They
Democratic
do.
Party has it together. Mayor
I
Henry,
tell you, like,
Derek Camp.
I think
these guys
over
are-
here in the region, we sort of like take it for granted that we're going to get a big Democratic vote. So you don't see the organization in the party that I see when I hit the road and I see other parties. Like,
when they have to
no,
be.
all due respect to where we are in the region. Like, every party I've been to has a headquarters. They have staff that works in the headquarters. It's like, you come to region, we don't have our shit
Well,
together.
funny. I was talking
All due
to-
respect, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just what I see on the road.
Yeah, I was talking to Chairman Weiser, and he actually said that they, at the Lake County headquarters that they have in Highland, they have now a sign on the front window, and
Do
they're
they?
getting a big
That's
sign.
right.
They're getting a big sign, so they're doing that.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
my
talked
brother's.
about
You know,
that.
that's my brother's building.
I did not know that.
Yeah, my
That's
brother
nice
owns that
of
whole
them to
strip mall
rent
over
it to
there.
the Democrats.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was probably empty,
Good.
and now it's not. So good for Aaron. You know,
So at the town hall, tell me about the Like, what were the questions about?
Well,
And what
first
was the
off, it's
setup? By the way,
bipartisan.
what was the setup?
Bipartisan.
Tripartisan.
We invited the Libertarians and my opponent. I think his name is James or Jason or something. He's a
Did he
nice
show
guy.
up?
He showed, yeah. And then we invited Todd Young. We invited Jim Banks. Neither of them showed, so they had empty chairs.
Nice.
And then it was like bipartisan audience. And some of the questions
Really?
were,
So it wasn't like only Democrats.
No,
it wasn't like, hey,
no.
this is the Democratic.
No,
That's
no.
nice.
It was
Can reach
bipartisan.
out to some of the Republicans.
It was like Mayor's Night Out. It was, and I do Mayor's Night Out. And then one of the first things I said is, why is it when we elect people to the Congress or to the Senate, they don't have to talk to Hoosiers anymore? And I just pointed to the empty chairs. I'm like, if I did that stuff in Hammond, there's no way I would be a 5-term mayor. It's like, why is it once you raise your right arm, you're like, I am now a U.S. Senator. You're like, screw the Hoosiers. I don't have to talk to them anymore. It's like, why do we allow that from Todd Young? Why do we allow that from Jim Banks? Why do we allow that from Jackie Walorski? It's like, you need to get out in public and talk, and maybe you'll get some feedback and do a better job in Washington. Instead, you just insulate
I don't
yourself.
know what they're afraid of.
Todd Young's like, hey, I got $5 million. Screw you, right? I don't need to talk to you Hoosiers because I got $5 million. That's how Todd Young feels, and it's unacceptable behavior. It's unacceptable. Like, why do we allow him to get away with that shit? It's bullshit.
Were you able to point that out last night?
I did point it out. I'm going to keep pointing it out because he's weak. The only time he shows up in public is if you're paying $5,800 to see him. And if he shows up in public, it's a canned audience with people that are going to ask him nice questions. He's weak. He is weak. He is scared. He doesn't want to talk to regular mom and pa Hoosier. And by the way, for all those women that are outraged about your civil liberties being taken away, 3 million Hoosier women are losing their civil liberties right now because of Todd Young. He put 3 out of the 5 justices on that court that are going to overturn Roe versus Wade. Todd Young, his fingerprints are on the murder weapon. So, he has a lot of explaining to do, and he won't show up unless you're paying him $5,800.
Well, and that's going to be a nice, pleasant audience for him because those are people that are going to be
that
big
like
supporters,
him and
right?
have
Right.
Right.
And then there's the flip side. Tom will do a Mayor's Night Out, no matter the controversy.
Right. Well,
I mean,
Dad
you-
likes people when
You
they
get
yell at
out
him.
there, man.
but I mean, I think that's Tom, that's the job of being mayor, right? I mean, maybe that's the difference. Like, you're
Because
so used
it's
to
expected of you.
Right. I mean, you've got 80,000 people that are your bosses. You've said that a million times. And you've said that one of my jobs is to make sure when there are tough issues, I'm addressing them. And you're out in the public dealing with them. I don't think he's used to that. He's used to sitting in Washington, D.C.
He's not used to it at all.
Right?
He's like, why would I talk to... This is Todd Young speaking. Why would I talk to Hoosiers? I have $5 million. I don't need to talk to Hoosiers.
I like that he started with, this is Todd Young speaking.
This is Todd Young. Don't be quoting me on this because I talk to people. I actually work with Hoosiers. I actually talk to my constituents. I actually talk to Republicans that live in my city.
Oh,
The
God
other
forbid.
party.
And
I actually
Republican-
work with them.
Right. Go
Todd
figure.
Young, he's like...
Novel idea.
Oh, you live in Hammond? Screw you. I don't like your mayor, and you guys vote Democrat, so I'm not going to visit you. That's Todd Young's approach.
Well, I mean,
Why do
he's
we
not
allow
even-
him to do that?
It seems like he's not even visiting Republicans. I mean, he's not having these
Oh,
town
he'll
halls.
go to a Republican area, but you have to pay him $5,800. You know, why? I mean, that is such crap. Why do we allow this guy to get away with this? First off, the other day, it's important that I do well in this race for a number of reasons. Okay, legitimacy of our party is one of the big reasons because. Todd Young and the Republican supermajority and the Republicans that run our state, let's be honest, they don't think that the Democrats are ever going to win again. And that is not the case. When I first got elected, Democrats won in Indiana. And we're going to win again. We're going to win in 2022. Okay? But they all act like it's just beyond their comprehension that it's possible for any Democrat to win statewide. And that's not the case. Indiana has only recently turned hard to the right.
And I think Republicans, in the past have tried to make it, I mean, they've done a pretty good job in trying to say that Democrats are marginalized, that we don't have a chance. And you start, in a way, as a Democrat, you think, oh man, are they right? Are they right? Can they be right? And the truth is no.
They're not.
They're not right.
Nope.
I mean, you've said, and I love this part of your speech on the stump when you talk about that, you don't have to go too far back in your memory where we had a Democratic governor, Democratic senator, Democratic superintendent of schools, Democratic speaker of
that's
the
right.
House. You're like, you're a Cub. I used to
During my tenure.
Yes,
Right.
and you even say I'm a Cubs fan. You say
Yeah.
we always thought we were cursed. We were this. We
I
were
think
that.
honestly, I feel like the Indiana Democratic Party is a bunch of Cub fans that think we can never win again. It's my job to breathe some life and some fire into
I'll
them.
tell you, Chairman Schmuel's done a great job. Drew Anderson, Lauren Gannapini. They've got a great kind of executive team.
Yeah.
And they're pushing things like this. Just the fact that you're out on the road with the Democratic Party and the Libertarian Party showed up, but no Republican Party.
Why would they show up?
They don't need to.
They
think
they
they're
got it
just
in the bag.
yeah. We
Right.
got a super majority.
Screw Hoosiers. That's what they're saying. We don't need to show up. But the thing that sucks is because we've lost so many races in Indiana, the national media doesn't even have confidence in Hoosier Democrats anymore. So there's multiple articles that came out after Election Day, and they would describe me, and they say basically he has zero chance in
Promising
hell.
young man.
No, they don't even say that. They're just like, yeah, he's running against Todd Young. He's going to get beat. And then basically article after article, even the weed article that was super happy that I smoked, they're like, he has little chance to win in November. I mean, this is like
So
the
how do
theme
you
coming
combat
out.
that? How do you get over?
Well, first
that?
off, how the fuck do you know? Seriously, the weed article. What the? Are you like talking to Hoosiers, or are you just being lazy and just I read this in Fox News, I read this in other articles, so I'm just going to parrot what everybody else is telling me,
yeah,
right?
you just copy and paste.
Have they talked to me at all? No. Have they looked at my record? No. They're just like, he has no chance. So let's just focus on other things.
Probably
right?
never watched a video, never seen you.
That's how you end up with shitty government. Is you're being lazy. Media, you're lazy. You're being lazy. You're just parodying what everybody else is telling you. You're not doing anything on your own. And so the other day, this was the crescendo as Kyle Humpher, the chairman of the Republican Party. Statewide. Okay. So there's an article that comes out. Keep in mind, this is the same day that the leak for Roe versus Wade comes out. And it's apparent that 3 million Hoosier women are going to lose their civil liberties. Lindsay has fewer rights after this opinion comes out
Than my
than your
grandmother.
mom and your grandma and your great grandma. You have fewer rights than them. So we're going
Congrats.
backwards, right? So on the same day,
thanks.
this article comes out, Kyle Humpher is asked about the race against me against Todd Young. And he's like, this is what their company line is. It's like, we're going to hold. He says, I expect that we're going to hold here in Indiana. The race is going to be really boring. And Indiana will be called really fast. Maybe the first Senate race called on election night in November, saying Indiana is going to be called before any other race. Like, we are not worried about Tom McDermott. Tom McDermott has no chance at all, right? Yeah. And by the way, this is the same day that they stripped civil liberties from half of our population.
3 million women.
It's like,
in
you
Indiana.
cocky sons of bitches. Really? You're that cocky? You just stripped the civil liberties away from half of your population, and you're like, yep, we got this in the bag.
It's pretty. I mean,
That pisses
obviously
me off.
that's how they're gonna
Good.
proceed.
Keep freaking talking, Kyle. Keep talking, big guy. I'm going to shove those words right down your fat throat, man. I'm telling you. You keep talking, Kyle. You want to piss me off? You're doing it, big guy. Keep talking. I'm going to shock the freaking world in November. I'm going to shove those words right down your throat, Kyle.
It'd be nice to see him eat.
Keep
those
talking.
words.
Keep talking, big guy.
So, kind of like what I want to know.
That pissed me off. It's like, okay, you want to go? You want to keep talking? I'm going all over this freaking state, and I'm going to
I'm
saying
looking
the same
forward
thing.
to the debates.
Todd Young isn't going to debate me. He's a freaking.
Oh, I think
he's
they
a
will.
weasel.
I
He's
think
a
they
wimp.
will.
He wouldn't fight me in a match. He's certainly not going. I want to debate 9 times. I'm putting it on the record.
Him up, Kevin.
I challenge Todd Young to 9 debates.
He's gonna say something, and then you're gonna have to deal with it.
Hey, hold on. This is serious.
All right.
I'm challenging Todd Young to 9 debates.
Okay.
I want 1 debate in each congressional district.
I love it.
Why? And you, Mr. Senator, Mr. Guy that's going to blow me out of the water, let's do 9 debates. Let's go out in public, you and me, one-on-one. We could ask each other questions. We could have the public. I don't care what question they ask me. I'll answer anything in front of a big crowd on TV. I do not care. I want 9 debates, Todd Young. Okay? Mr. Big Guy that's going to blow me out. Let's go. Let's hit the road together. And we'll do it like the Hoosier Town. Take our invitation. Go on to town hall stops with us.
Because you've got, I think, 12 of them coming. Or these town hall stops, they're
I'm
all
like
over the place.
I'm like on a tour.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
no tour
you're
bus.
seeing a lot of Indiana, which is pretty cool. I saw that map you put on
Nice, right?
on Twitter. Really cool. Tom's got this
son
retro push pin.
My son Tommy's calling me right now.
Oh,
Hi, Tommy.
Oh.
Obviously not listening to Lockpod.
congrats to Tommy and Ethan graduating this week.
Yeah, congratulations, Tommy and Ethan graduating from
And
IU.
all college graduates.
Oh, this is great. Look at this.
Yeah, there you are at the town hall.
Oh,
I love
empty-
that photo.
Oh, wow.
Empty seats,
Empty
seats.
chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Giaquinta was there and
I
others.
mean, we're in fit win. Think about
Nice.
it. Like, so these guys are so cocky, and he voted against $8 billion to come to Indiana. He voted against ARP, money for our schools, money for our roads and bridges, voted against infrastructure, doesn't back the blue, and is taking the civil liberties away from 3 million Hoosiers. It's like, you're that cocky? Good. Keep staying cocky, because you know what happens when people are overconfident.
Good hashtags there. No
Which
shows. What are you afraid of, Todd? Beating Todd Young one stop at a time. That's my favorite one.
I like that one, too. Mine
Yeah.
is hashtag Fire Todd Young. That's
You know,
mine.
before
Tuxedo Todd. I saw that one.
That-
Tuxedo
that was
Todd's a
good.
good one,
Tuxedo
right? I got
Todd
a
is good,
picture of
too.
him in a tuxedo, too.
yeah, you know,
I have a
before we-
picture of him with a whole bunch of money going into his pockets, too, by the way, and it's not Photoshopped.
No, he
Whoa.
did that at a press conference.
Yeah, I know.
To talk about inflation.
That's a dumb move, right? Especially
Yeah,
for
I
a guy
think
that is totally
not
bought.
smart.
He's completely purchased, and he's got money going into his pocket. Like, that was a bad photo op, big guy. I have a feeling we'll see that one again.
You really
I
like
know
calling people
when
big
when
guys
big guy
today.
comes out, Linz, I've learned over 18 years that then he's pretty pissed off.
Yeah,
So.
big guy. Big
All right. Well,
guy.
listen. Before we go to ads
Todd Young
again,
doesn't intimidate me in the slightest bit.
and I think that's important.
He doesn't intimidate me at all.
So I think that I've talked to Democrats on the road with you, and when they just talk one-on-one with me, that's what they say. They're like, we are so excited that Tom is the type of candidate that the Democratic Party needs right now. We need somebody that's unabashedly proud of what he is, and somebody that's not afraid of our opponent.
I'm a squid, and I'm challenging a Marine to a boxing match, and he's hiding meekly. I mean, come on.
All right.
That is a lack of
So
intimidation.
I wanted to bring this up, though, before, because we got so much to do, and I know right after ads, we're probably going to have Jenny in. So I wanted to mention and congratulate you and your economic development team on some amazing stuff yesterday that got brought out. And this
Over
is
100
just
million. Well,
basically $160 million in projects came through the Redevelopment Commission yesterday.
So we announced Hutamaki expansion, which is over 100 new jobs and $100 million new investment. It's all new jobs, new investment to a plant we already have. We competed.
$100 million. Think about that. $100 million. You just let it roll off your tongue because you're so used to these things that happening. But that's a big investment in your city. Hundreds of jobs.
Since I've been mayor, we brought in over $1 billion. We talk about this on the road. We just added 10% to that in one project. That we're announcing now, $100 million Hutamaki, which is a recycling operation we have in our city. Very clean, by the way.
Well, they do like cardboard and fiber. It used to be Keys Fiber when we were kids, but they do like egg cartons. And they, by the way, when we took the tour, remember, they told us they do every carton that you get at Starbucks in the country, they do.
And Wendy's.
And Wendy's. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They all
Right in your
throw 'em
hometown,
away,
John.
And they go right to where you live.
John, here's a little trivia question. Where is Hutamaki based out of? Their world headquarters.
I don't know.
Lindsay?
I mean,
Japan.
based on the name,
That's what I thought, John.
it's Hawaiian, isn't
No,
it?
I think it's Germany, isn't it?
It's Finland.
Finland. No
Oh.
kidding.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is Finland part of NATO? I should know this.
They want to be.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
they're right on the Russian
Especially
border.
now.
Right on
Especially
the
now,
Russian
right.
border.
Yeah, isn't
John
there
likes
in
the
like
Prime Minister.
negotiations right now with to join NATO right now? Right?
They're trying.
So we announced
That's
Hutamaki yesterday, and then we also announced Meat by Linz, which is an Illinois company moving into Indiana.
That's me. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
it is. It's spelled the same way too, Linz.
350 jobs coming over.
Yeah, 350 jobs, $35 million investment. I've noticed that the investment and the jobs match. 100 jobs, $100 million, 35 million jobs,
Oh.
350. 350 jobs, $35 million investment. This is a new company located into a brownfield site that was completely abandoned. Obviously, it's going to be put on a tax roll. It's going to be, creating new jobs. It's a 120,000 square foot facility. It's going to be coming here. Meat by Linz is a publicly traded company nationally.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, it used to be
Yeah.
on the Queen Anne chocolate factory. I remember as a kid, you'd drive down Soul Street, you could smell chocolate.
I'm not sure if they're publicly traded, but I know that they're not. I listen
Fourth
to
generation family.
I listen
business,
to
I know
CNBC
that. Mhm.
National, and they have commercials on there.
Wow.
Meat by Linz, and they're coming to Hammond, which is great.
I always thought it was Meat by Lindsay, and I was like,
No, not by Lindsay.
That's what we're going to start calling it.
Linz,
Lindsay.
Linz. Meat
Yeah.
by
By
Linz.
Lindsay.
And another project that we announced yesterday, very busy day, $160 million in new investment. And then the last one we're going to announce is about a $25 million investment in downtown Hammond, a condominium project of an old abandoned bank building. They're turning into an 8-story condominium loft. It's a $24 million incentive with tax abatements and, facade rebate money and things like that.
TIF.
And we're going to have more residential developments downtown. So we
Really
did
cool.
$160 million in new projects yesterday.
Congratulations to your economic development team and you, Mayor.
$160 million in one meeting. So that was yesterday. It was a good day yesterday. In the paper today, we had a small little blurb on page 2. Like $160 million.
That's nothing.
Dude,
funneling into downtown Hammond.
right? And other communities fart and, they get like front page
Oh my
news
God,
and,
Munster farted.
Yeah.
It's haunted.
Right. Oh my God. Like $160 million in new development coming to a city that's, blue collar, hardworking city, and nobody pays attention.
Yeah, the biggest thing on the post trip was a tabling of an economic development plan.
I mean, $160 million. We had 3 new projects: a company from Illinois, and a new condominium project, and an expansion, a major expansion where we had to compete nationally. And we got $160 million in new projects. Nothing.
Would you say page 2 blurb? That's great, though. Congrats to Africa, Ann, and Juan, all the folks that work in economic
We did
development.
good stuff. So why don't we do some ads?
Yep.
And
Come back with
for
Jenny
those
Craig.
of you that don't know Jenny Craig, you're going to get to know her better. She's on her way in. She is extremely high energy, very pleasant to be around, funny. Looking forward to this interview a lot. So we're going to do our ads, and when we come back, you're going to have Jenny Craig from GreatNews.Life here ready to shake things up. So let's go ahead and jump in. Why don't you do the first one?
Sure.
Ken?
The Ron J. Prestimer Insurance Agency has been located for decades right on the best end of the boulevard in Hammond, serving all your insurance needs. They specialize in a wide variety of insurance projects and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Prestimer Agency serves over 1,000 people and businesses all around Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron, Ronnie, or Michael at 219-844-0103.
If I have my celebrity boxing match with Todd Young, would Ron J. Prestimer Insurance Agency insure me against
He would find the way to insure you.
in
Lloyd's
such
of
a case,
London or
like,
something.
If
or
I get like
some-
horribly disfigured, I mean, wouldn't
maybe
that be
like,
embarrassing?
Can I insure these? What do they call
No,
them?
like
These
I come
guns?
out. Yeah, I come out and I'm just like beat up. He like beats me down. That would be bad for the campaign. So we should probably stop. Hey Jenny, what's
Don't
up?
make an insurance claim.
Hey, so
Jenny Craig
anyway.
in the house.
Hey, anybody out there in need of an attorney right now?
No,
Are you in
I'm
need of?
not currently.
In fact,
I am an attorney.
If you are in need of an attorney, we have a great attorney called John Cantrell and Kristen
Yes.
Cantrell, and their law firm is called Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law, located in Hammond, Indiana, 7235 Indianapolis Boulevard. How do I know that? Don't worry about it. I just do.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give us a call.
Are you in jail?
Schedule your consultation. Yeah, if you're in jail and you're listening to Lockpod, you got it.
In Germany,
Right?
Things are going pretty well.
Yeah, this jail is treating you very well if you're in jail right now listening to Lockpod. But schedule a consultation today with somebody who is in court and at the jail every day by calling
Literally.
John Cantrell, 219-554-4LAW. That's right, 219-554-4LAW. Or visit our website at bettercallcantrell.com. Funny enough, when Johnny and I started our law firm, it was McDermott and Cantrell.
Oh, where's that billboard?
Yeah, that's we got rid of that. But so when we started Cantrell, McDermott and Cantrell, we wanted 4LAW as our final four, and it was 864-4LAW at the time. And I remember,
John still kept it somehow.
yeah, he kept it. So
Now it's
864-4LAW because we were in Cherville. And I remember when we plugged in our phone, we both just sat there and looked at the phone like, okay, when's this thing going to start ringing? Didn't ring for like 2 days. We're like, dude, that's how I was paying my bills, man.
Who's been watching the phone overnight?
It's like, good God, John, this thing doesn't ring. It's like,
Call it. Make sure it's ringing.
It
Make sure
rings
it
now.
works.
John Cantrell is a very busy attorney. He's got tons of clients because he's a great lawyer. So Cantrell and Cantrell is a great firm if you're interested in criminal defense lawyer or any other personal injury or any other types of lawsuits. So
Register now to book your Challenger Learning Center field trip for the 2022-2023 school year. From simulated space missions to rocketry labs, planetarium shows, and more. For program and pricing information, visit clcnwi.com or call 219-989-3250, clcnwi.com.
Misprint. Misprint specializes in delivering the highest quality signs and printing
That's
on
right.
time and under budget. Misprint's experience and technology allows them to offer custom commercial on-demand printing and sign solutions. Rich Baltenberger and his team have served Chicago and Northwest Indiana for 30 years.
Rick.
They specialize in a lot of things, including metal business cards. Good job. Kevin.
Man, that's
My
my
man.
best ever.
That is.
Wow, good show.
He's been doing this stuff for over 30 years. Misprint has two convenient locations to
Season
serve you
6,
in
episode
Munster
7.
and in Hammond. And by the way, while we're talking about Misprint, I want to extend my condolences to Rick Baltensberger and his family about the unfortunate passing of his mother,
Yeah.
who was the
Original
founder.
misprint.
Yeah,
Misprint.
she was the miss in Misprint, and I just want to
Legend.
extend our condolences from Lockpod to Rick on the loss of his mother. She's a great lady. We miss her very much, and I hope Rick and his family are doing well. So, and last but not least,
All right, here we go.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon. You want to just play it?
Yes.
Play it, John. Eli.
Yeah.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor para ti y tu
She's
familia
already
de
bringing
todo
energy.
corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor para ti y tu familia. De todo corazón.
Thank you to our sponsors and welcome Jenny Craig to the studio.
Hey guys,
What's
how's
up?
it
Wow.
going?
Nice to see you, Jenny. I'm used to being in your studio when we do this.
I
Matt.
know, what a flip.
I like it.
I love it too. I'm here. This is cool.
You're
cool
here in Lock
setup.
Pod.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty
I feel
impressive?
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've made it. I've
Uh,
stepped
you
in.
have.
By
It's
the way,
official.
I want to
It's
tell you,
official.
you're already the best guest ever as far as coming up to the microphone is concerned.
I-
Very
She
nice.
We're
knows
usually
how
like,
it works.
get close to the microphone.
Podcasting, right? It's
Yes.
a thing. We
Look
got to
at
do
you.
it. Your guys' podcast does sound better than mine, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
How long have you been
podcasting?
podcasting?
thank you.
How long have you been podcasting?
We started All About the Girls, the podcast. It's been almost 2 years, maybe. It was
Really?
we couldn't have the event because of course, pandemic. So we put in the podcast instead.
You know, we're in season 6. Makes it sound like we've been doing this six
That's
years,
amazing.
right?
It's been 2
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, but
It
we get
feels
to
like
we
6
get to call
years.
seasons whenever we want.
We
So,
do
I mean, we could be
3 seasons a year. So.
So Jenny Craig, executive director of GreatNews.Life.
Yes. So we are exclusively positive news.
What?
So
That's
actually,
I love
watch
it.
How
this.
can you survive?
Listen, we'll move this out of the way.
Good.
And then we'll put
Whoa.
up this instead for everyone.
Wow.
Here you go. Oh, wait, here.
Oh,
Can
wow,
you
look
see
at
it?
that.
You get that, John?
Yeah, it's
That,
in there.
that
man.
logo right there, that's positive only news. And this is our big event. So we are, if you know Great News Life, we cover the whole region with only good news. And we've got a really cool female event coming up.
So you guys, I remember when you started years ago. I was one of the original customers. I know that you had.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You were
Right.
The city of Hammond was like signed on early and often as soon as
It was
you
such
were
a
able.
crazy concept. It was like, what? Only positive news? I've never heard of such a thing, right?
No
Who would
crime?
ever want to do that? Yeah.
There's
we
you don't talk
crime.
about murders and you
No.
know prison and stuff
Nope.
like that. Wow.
But I like being depressed.
yeah, right.
We like
It's
the
more
first
fun.
10 stories being about somebody who was
Adds
murdered.
a little pizzazz to life.
So anyway, I hear a lot about clickbait. You know, like when we
Mm-hmm.
put stories out, you get lots of clicks. So you still get lots of clicks, even though it's positive.
Yeah. We've got about, I think it's about 86,000 unique visitors per month.
That
So
is
we
great.
are,
86,000?
Yeah.
Do you guys are you popular in Belgium like we are? Or?
I haven't gotten the Belgium audience yet. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. They just
You
don't
are
seem
now.
to pay attention. Now, this is it.
Great News Life.
This is where Great News
gonna
Life
translate
Belgium.
right
They
over.
pay
Some good
attention.
news for
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
Popular
exactly.
in Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this front page. It's all
See?
positivity, man.
Look at
at
that.
that good
Kids
news.
running,
Oh,
people
gosh, that's
smiling.
Great.
People signing on to colleges. We're sharing out the kids stuff, graduations, pictures, galas, all the
And
good
that's
stuff.
NWI.Life.
Yeah, NWI. So we've
There's
got
a
Great
lot.
News Life has NWI.Life, Valpo Life, Portage Life, and LaPorte County Life. So those basically cover the region in good news.
Do they mirror each other, or are they completely separate, or like
There's
are
some
the stories
crossover.
similar? Okay.
So when it makes sense to have the crossover, if it's a story that's big enough for the region, we'll put it on. Or if it's a story that maybe happened in LaPorte but includes some folks from Lake County, we'll put it across all of them. But there's definitely their own too. They've got some unique news there too.
So I know that, like, for example, when I get the paper on my doorstep, I have to pay for that. Every time I've gone on your site, it's free.
Correct.
Always
Yeah.
free.
Yes, it doesn't matter how many articles you read. You won't get the thing that says you've
What?
reached your max. It's free.
How about that?
No
John,
firewall.
this is good
paywall?
news.
I love that.
Great
John,
news.
this is all good news.
Here's some more great news. It's free.
Wow.
Look at that.
Unbelievable.
And you guys have a big staff, so how do you pay for all this staff?
So we have partners that come to us, and we share their good news too.
Wow.
And then they pay us. For-profit companies pay us, and
So
then we do a
smiles
bunch
on
of
their
free-
faces.
Yeah, exactly. We create their happiness.
You are
and we
super
live on-
happy. No wonder you got hired.
You can't have a sad sack
Right?
be the head of
You're like,
Great
"Yeah,
News, Good
I'd
News
like to be
Life.
in
Can't have
charge of
political
Great News.
depression and be
Yeah.
in charge of this
As soon as Chris met Jenny, Chris was like, "This is our
She's
girl."
really
I gotta have
happy.
Jenny.
I kind of like her. Yeah.
Do you ever
maybe.
get sad, Jenny?
You know, rarely, but I do.
Really?
Really? You have to
maybe-
be in a closet or something. If you're sad, right? You cannot dare
you
walk
can't,
outside.
No, you can't ever have. There's
like,
no RBF.
I saw
You can't
Jenny
have
with a
sad
frown on her face.
Yeah,
You
no,
have to
it
stay
can't
home
happen.
if you're
Yeah,
sad.
Yeah.
Right.
And those are my sick days. Is when it
Yeah, sad
Yeah.
days are your sick days.
I'm just a hyper person anyway, so it works really well. You know.
I think
So
that's
I-
why we get along.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I noticed that on the site there's a lot of nonprofits,
Mm-hmm.
like elementary school stuff. How does that work where they are able to get their
That's
news
all free.
out?
So we don't charge no schools K through 12 faith-based organizations all for free. So they
That's your
just-
clickbait.
That's our That's what we
Right.
get. The
It's
soccer
good.
mom and dads
Yeah,
come to
man.
us to find the pictures of their kids.
So they get their stories on there. They're able to get news on for free.
Yep, we
And
cover
then-
all their sports and their drama and all their plays and all their stuff for free. And then it's those for-profit companies. If you think about, General Insurance, Centier Bank, the folks like that we work with, they get to be a part. They pay us to be a part, and then that offers us that free.
Like
platform.
the City of Hammond's sponsor,
Yeah.
we're proud sponsor of Great News Life, and
Yeah.
and you guys cover a lot of events we do in the city, like the fest. And
Oh, they're
things.
always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You guys always
Right.
have reporters
always,
there.
and the reporters always like pull you off, and
they always seem happy.
They
Is it
are.
just like
Listen, we're emitting sunshine and butterflies every day.
I don't know,
No
this is
one's ever
starting to
mad to
sound like
see
a
us.
cult a little.
We'll clean your
It's a
carpet.
little
all
culty,
really
I swear.
happy.
It's a little culty, but I swear we're not a cult. I'm not a cult leader. I don't think I'm good enough of a leader. To
I don't know,
be
I
a
think
cult
you're pretty
you're drawing us in
charismatic.
pretty good.
Yeah? Are you guys going to be in my cult? This is
I would
awesome.
join it.
Jenny, if you had a
I
cult, I would be all over that cult.
There would be a lot of glitter and good music. So I
Really?
feel like
I
you
like
know.
music.
Yeah,
I
look at my
like
shoes.
glitter.
You see these things?
I know. I was
That is a
talking
lot
to
of
her.
glitter.
Disco balls on my
Can we
feet.
get a shot of those?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
don't know
very
how to
glitter.
do
Put
that.
on your
Your feet
table.
up on the
Put
table.
Put my
Step
look
back
at
This
and-
is so
That's right.
Tarantino-ish.
We
I
gotta
don't
see.
know.
That is very
Wait,
glitterous.
wait,
That
wait.
is
Move
very
them
glitterous.
more towards Tom.
Right, right.
Wow, that's incredible.
Those
It's
are
like a
very
disco
glitters.
ball.
That's the first time anybody's shoes have ever been on Lock Pod.
You're right.
first.
It's a first.
Yeah.
That's not true. Your shoes have been on
I'm
this
the first.
table.
Oh,
okay.
that's right. He does kick up sometimes.
Calm down,
He did
Steve.
that a couple episodes
It's a
ago.
professional show.
By the way, even the shoes are happy.
Even the shoes are happy.
I
yeah,
dig them.
I'm
gonna
pretty.
steal them.
See,
Did Chris buy those when you got a job with Good News Life? He's like, you have to wear
it's,
these
it's
shoes.
the uniform. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Good
So
Life
Tom-
polo and the glitter shoes.
Tom, when you're talking about Chris, you mean Chris Malman.
Chris
the
Malman.
founder. And I know you've been
Yeah.
on like a drive around with him, like
Yeah.
ride with the mayor.
Yeah.
You've done a couple things.
Well, he drove in my Selby, in my Mustang.
Yeah,
We did
those
that.
are called Life on the Streets.
Yeah, those are cool.
Mayor
Chris and I have
Tom.
done quite a few
Yeah.
shots like that. No, but that was the only one in the car, I believe. I don't remember. Chris,
I haven't even rode in that car yet.
Really?
so-
Ooh, yeah, you have. I thought
I
you.
know.
What?
Well, I would let her drive. Two of my kids have driven the car, and two of my kids don't know how to drive a stick. So
Oh.
we'll let you
Well,
guys do
isn't
the math.
that your responsibility?
I
as a
know.
Agreed,
father?
Lance.
I'm a bad dad. I know. But I did, by the way, speaking of, I made Patrick learn how to drive.
How'd that go?
He
can
just
drive a
started
stick.
driving. Thank you. Good job.
Yeah.
You got to
I
be
had
a
a
good
stick
dad.
at home.
So, Lindsay, I'm going to put you in training on a stick.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
You have to drive Patrick's car, though. And when you graduate from Patrick's car, you could drive the Shelby. Okay?
Nice.
After you ruin Patrick's clutch,
Yeah.
you can go.
We're getting
He's
a new
gonna do
clutch.
that
himself.
somebody else.
We're getting a new clutch for him. By the way, Patrick's
That
driving
was a
to
good
school.
time to have him learn right before the new
We're
clutch
like,
came in.
just thrash it. I don't care. We're
Yeah.
getting a new clutch. So, but Pat's been driving the clutch to school every day.
Oh man,
He made it
makes me
home.
nervous.
He's 3 for 3 so far. So
without stalling.
oh no, he probably stalls. he
He made it. We don't know what happened.
made
in
it. Yeah, he
between.
doesn't give us details. He's just like, I'm home.
He
I'm
made
alive.
it.
All right, good.
All right, so tell you've got a big event coming up, and
Yes.
you've got this up here all about the girls. I think it's the 7th annual, if I read my
7th
information right.
annual, all about the girls. Yeah.
It's a great event, by the way.
Thank you.
Coming
It's-
from a man, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And
Who's-
girls
that's-
are
Have you ever
awesome.
attended?
Yeah. I think
did.
you did.
Yeah.
Well, Marissa was on. So
Okay.
Marissa
Yeah.
was a speaker, and I think you
Yeah.
attended that year.
Yeah, right.
It's a really fun event. It was.
So men are welcome.
Men are welcome. Yeah, I was going to say that's definitely a common question. Men are very welcome. You will not be on stage. That's very
Right.
on purpose.
Right.
But you can come.
all about the girls.
It's all about the girls.
That's right. I'm
Exactly.
getting it now.
And that was the whole premise. We started this years ago because I really would come back from meetings with ladies that I met in public and different reasons, and I would just be really excited, and I'd be like, Chris, this woman, I hope she wants to be my friend, but if not, she's really cool and
Nice.
she's really inspiring. And so we really wanted to try to, how do we put that in a platform, and how do we kind of highlight that? And so we just went on a whim and did it one year, and it was 50 people at the bar in Industrial Revolution restaurant.
Oh, I love that place.
It's always good to start
yeah,
somewhere.
that
And
was
it's
our
grown to
start.
what now?
Usually about 300 people.
That's great.
Yeah, 300 people. We brought it downtown to Valpo Park Social Pavilion. So it's this really beautiful setting. It's outside. It's June 9th,
The
so
whole
it'll be
pavilion's
nice.
gorgeous.
So it'll probably be snowing.
Yes,
So, right.
yeah. It's
Are-
definitely going to be sleeting, maybe snow, possible rain and lightning.
Are there
Yeah.
still? If you want to go, can you still go?
Yes. So there's tickets still for sale. They're $50. You can buy tables and you get a discount as well. And that's entry, and it's open bar and heavy apps. So it's a really good ticket price for what you get.
And
And
you
then
get
we
to join
have
that
Heavy
cult.
apps.
heavy apps.
Are we talking like
It's not
chicken
dinner,
quesadillas?
but it's
like between
like
appetizers
Like,
and dinner.
John perked up. Heavy apps. Wait a minute.
John's hungry.
John, there's so many meatballs you're gonna die.
Wow.
It's delicious.
So many meatballs, you're gonna die. I think that's the name of the
As soon as
show.
she said heavy apps, John was like,
John's like, what? There's
Jenny
food?
just
I
gave
just
us
want to
our
know
title.
what qualifies as a heavy app. It's certainly not like a shrimp. Right?
no,
No,
that wouldn't be a heavy
Shrimp
app.
is not a heavy app.
No.
I
There
would
is
say
hummus
heavy
involved.
app was like Tuesday at the Byway Brewery. Like they pretzels and cheese.
Pretzels
and
is a
stuff.
heavy
Yeah.
app.
Yeah,
Meatballs.
like it's heavy in your stomach, but it's not like
Alright.
It's not dinner.
It's not dinner.
super-
No
It's not
rubber
lunch.
chicken.
You don't get a fork or anything. You have to eat it with your hands.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no silver.
Wow.
If they give you silverware, it's not.
Then
it's
it's
We
dinner.
don't
A
believe
meatball.
it.
You're gonna eat a meatball with your hands.
I would eat it because they give you one of those little
Hell
toothpicks.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
You just
counts.
throw it
as
in,
you-
yeah.
I guess I was counting that as
Yeah.
not a utensil.
So,
but,
so we all agree that meatballs
accessory.
are not heavy apps.
no, I think they are.
The meatballs are heavy apps.
Yes.
I think because it's meat and it's heavy.
All right. Whatever.
I mean, the meatball itself is heavy,
So it's a
but
heavy
also
meatball.
it's heavy in your stomach.
God, I'm
right?
starving.
I'm really hungry.
Did you bring
right
any of
now.
these meatballs with?
That would have been. Sometimes people. Sometimes
Also, John,
guests
I have
bring
so many
food.
meatballs in my car too.
Really? You're like, damn. I'm
No
trying to-
meatballs, I swear.
Join the
Backseat
cult,
only.
and it's join her cult, and it's all the meatballs you can eat. any day
Meatballs
of the
and
week.
glitter.
Cult. Meatballs and glitter.
No, but Tom has a
That's
point.
the next name of the.
That's- yeah.
Number 8 is going to be all about the girls, meatballs and glitter.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Part 7, True Grit. Part 8, meatballs and glitter. Okay, it sounds approachable. Sure.
You're
sure.
I noticed you're painfully shy, Jenny. Is that
I know. Is it awkward? Am I
Yeah,
making it
a little
weird?
bit.
Do I
This
need
has
to
been
talk
really
more
dragging
or
on.
louder? Do I-
painfully shy? It's right. Usually, sometimes people come in here and they're shy. You came in, you're just like blossoming.
She's
It's
ready.
great. Yeah.
Can you
I mean,
smile more too? I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
Jeez.
It's my teeth are really like calm and not noticeable.
You have
So
calm
I
teeth.
try to. Oh, wait, there's a hashtag. It's JCB selfie face because that's what I do. And it's like if you. And I always say if you can't see the dental work, it's not a big enough smile.
See?
Like
That's
Hey,
good
see,
stuff.
if
You
you
can't
put
see my
money into your
feelings.
teeth, you got to show them off.
That's
right?
I know.
Listen,
Calm
This
teeth.
smile.
I'm telling
You notice,
ya.
by the way, I've been
Many
noticing
dollars.
men lately are getting a lot more like new teeth. You
Really?
notice that? Yeah, dude. Like sometimes they get the wrong size. and
Like
they're
a-
I was gonna say new teeth.
Like
Tell
a-
me more.
Like
What
a
do you?
denture,
Yeah.
like a
Like a
bridge.
denture?
I noticed. It's like
New crown. I mean,
What
because
is that?
men can't get breast implants and stuff like that. So I think
They'll
that
get
men are
work
making
done.
up for it with new teeth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
And
noticed.
you're right though. Sometimes I've seen them where they're too much.
I think
Literally
They got a little
putting
too
their
much.
money
They're like,
where their
yeah,
mouth
my
is.
teeth are too
when you
big.
say men can't get breast implants,
Well,
they,
you could.
They don't. They
I guess you
don't.
could.
Tom, that's a
I guess
sexist
you
remark,
could.
and it's not fair.
It's a,
No.
yeah,
If they
yeah,
want,
we're not
they
treated
can.
equally.
We need
It's like-
more gender fluidity talk on this show. Please.
I agree. This is fun.
So I know that All About the Girls is all about the girls, and you've done a great job promoting women and promoting what they do around the region. If there is, I guess maybe I wanted to ask you this about going back to the website and
Yes.
everything. It's a purely digital enterprise.
Correct.
Right. I mean, Tom and I still get the paper. We
Yeah.
read it in the morning.
I think
but
we're the only two.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I
but
get it
you
off the
did.
porch. I mean, what do you see as far as like your demographic? You know, with
Yeah.
you see on your website. What do you see?
We are just classically the soccer mom and dad. So
Nice.
our main demographic is women 35 to 44, and then followed by men in the same age range. And then if you think about the next age range up, so
Oh,
their
us.
parents.
That's my range.
I wasn't going to say that either.
Yeah,
but
right.
since you
I'm
did.
still
I'm
a
not even in your main
I'm
range.
still a soccer dad, by the way.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
all
the
right.
thing is that age varies greatly. So, but we're the soccer mom and dads is who, because they come, they see us, with this big giant logo on our shirts at their kids' games. So they come to our sites because pictures.
Nice.
And
That's
then
good.
they stay for all the good news because it really is good and powerful. And
Where did Chris get this idea? Because it's it's unusual. I don't really see this other places I go to.
yeah. So it was just his premise because he's from Illinois. When he came here with his wife
He
is
got depressed.
he got less depressed. It's Indiana. It's not Illinois, right?
right.
Isn't that great? And so when he got here, he saw kind of all the good stuff that we have in Northwest Indiana and kind of the stuff happening, whether it be at his kids' schools or some nonprofits he was a part of. And so he went to some people maybe in the region and said we should do like good news segment or good news portion or good news.
And you were saying he went to the
section.
traditional media and tried to
And
pitch this.
yes,
Right.
and they
I
were
like they
like,
did
"That's
people.
cute." Yeah, see, that was
I got it.
We're
Right.
good
I
news.
got
I don't
it.
talk trash.
Right.
And so
Wow. Don't
I'm
ask Tom
sly
about the
about
time.
it.
Don't ask Tom about the time he threw the paper in.
One
there. That
time
was-
we
Yeah.
did that. Honestly,
Yes.
God, they
You threw it?
they
We got in
iced us for
trouble.
2
Yeah.
seasons. All we did was
Oh.
we
Don't
walked
do it.
in. It was
Don't
one of
do
our
it.
first episodes, and I threw the paper.
Yeah, it wasn't even malicious.
No.
Did I just get you in trouble
it
by
was like-
moving it and covering
By the
it
way,
up with
they
this
throw the
great
paper
news?
at my house every day. So
Literally, they throw
all I
it every
did was
day.
the
says I
same
can't
thing,
throw
right?
it here once.
right?
Dang.
So anyway,
Yeah.
you
So he went and pitched it to other people, and they said, "You're cute. That'll never work." And so he literally called his wife that day and said, "I'm going to do this." And she said, "Great. Do I need to help?" And he said, "No." And she said, "Great." And she still does our payroll to this day.
Wow.
So he lied, but it did work. So
But how long have you been with him?
9 years.
Really?
Yeah. So
'Cause
I
you
started,
guys bought a house in Valpo too, and that's your home studio.
So yeah, we've got our office is in Valpo. Yeah, it's a big log cabin, right downtown Valpo, which is weird, but
Yeah.
it is. It's just like
It's
us.
really
We're
cool.
new and different, and
No,
so
it's
is this
cool.
weird cabin.
and
we
you go
have
into
our house in.
it's like a house, and you park, and like the first time I was there, I was like, okay, and you go into the house, and they got it's like the whole house is turned into like a business
That's
office.
great.
Yeah.
And you go to the basement, and you think our studio is cool. Their studio is awesome. It's got artwork on the wall. Like
Oh.
it would be like if we had Left of Center painted on our wall.
It would be
Yeah.
like if all those things we talk about doing in
Yeah.
between seasons.
Yeah, they
we got
actually
done.
Then we
they
don't
actually do
actually
it.
do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were saying like we're gonna get soundboards and stuff like that.
Oh, every
To be
episode,
fair, we
John.
didn't have to do
every
it.
episode.
But you didn't have to do
No,
it.
we just called Steinler Signs, and we're like, "Can you do something with these walls?" And they're like, "We have ideas."
Do they do soundboards?
I don't
That'd be-
know.
that's a-
Steinler Signs.
okay,
Pitch
whoa.
it.
John's-
Hey.
John. Oh, he turned off his microphone.
Yeah,
I got cut off.
the microphone's off again.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
Camp
John-
Life? Is it called Camp Life?
We
People
call it
are
Camp
in chat
Life.
calling
It's
it
not
Camp Life.
What's
a
Camp
cult.
Life?
No.
That sounds
This
awesome.
sounds-
I don't
I'm
know,
joining.
man.
I am joining.
So the house is, it used to be, there's a big rock out front that says something about a camp. It's a historical building of some sort. I don't know a lot about it, but since it is a log cabin and it does have this rock that says camp, blah, 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 whatever it was, we call it Camp Life now.
Really?
Yeah. So it's Camp Life.
I could see that
Great
though,
camp.
because
Yeah.
it's a big yard, plenty of room to park.
yeah. And our signage out front, if you ever see it, it looks like a kind of like a DNR sign. All on purpose. Same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Steinler Signs. They're getting all kinds of shout outs today
Boy,
by
they
chance.
sure are. They need a
Oh.
sponsorship.
I was gonna say, yeah. Sorry, guys, not a sponsor, but
That's all right.
still,
They will be.
They're fantastic
Yeah.
and they do a lot of
We'll
work for
drag
us.
'em in.
Yeah,
Steve
get them
Kellogg's
on.
Steve's
Yeah,
on it.
Steve, sponsor. Call him.
Steve's done a good job as our boss. We got all kinds of.
Yeah.
As our
Yeah.
boss.
He's the boss of the podcast.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
When he comes in, we're on
Oh.
our best behavior.
Does he
Oh,
know
yeah.
that?
That's
Oh.
not
He does.
true
He
at
does.
all.
Yeah. He does. But if he gets carried away, he forgets that I'm his boss in the other job. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
I got-
okay, you're
I got
gonna
the
pay
Trump
for this
card on him,
later.
right,
Yep.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
a weird
He's been
dynamic.
demoted a couple times.
Yeah.
It all comes back.
Trump card? I think Tom just said Trump card.
Yeah,
I,
that's right.
oh man,
I
you
did.
guys are
I
in my
did.
head. I
By the
keep
way,
not
Trump
saying
card
those
was
things.
around before the guy came around. Okay,
Yeah,
like
Great.
yeah.
people used to say Trump card before that guy showed up.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I'd like to point
It's
that out.
fine.
Right.
Exactly.
It's fine. So,
can
Jenny,
still say
I've
it.
noticed you've got a lot of fans in the chat. Like,
Really?
they came out
Go
in
figure.
droves to support.
So I did. I shared your guys'.
You rock.
I
Thank
I
you.
shouted
you.
it out ahead of time. And
Hey,
said,
Porter
tune
County, what's
in.
going on?
Hey,
Hey, LaPorte
County.
This
Come
is
on.
we're on every
Say
Tuesday.
hello.
We're on every Tuesday and Friday here at Lockpod.
I'm a slicer. We can talk about LaPorte.
Yeah,
We
nice.
cro-
You grew up in
we
Orange
LaPorte?
and black.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah,
You went
I
to
grew
LaPorte
up-
High?
Yep.
Awesome.
Slicers.
I love
Slicer.
I love
won't
LaPorte.
say the year. I was
Mayor
gonna
Tom
shout
and
it
I
out,
are
but don't
friends.
wanna.
Younger than us. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Tom
I,
Derby.
yeah, he's a great guy.
He is a
He's
great
doing
guy.
great work. His
Tom
wife is
Derby
also doing great work.
Tom Derby is a great mayor. I'm a big fan, and I love Michigan City also. I consider Michigan City and Crown Point, but I think Michigan City and Hammond have the most in common.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I
good-
think that's our sister city. If
I
I had to
agree.
pick one in Indiana, we're both urban cities. We're both on the lake. We're both casino cities. We have so many things in common between our two
yeah,
cities.
for
So.
sure.
Both have college.
We both have
Scholarship
Franciscan
programs.
Hospital, but one's being built and the other one's being shut down.
Got
And the
that
one
going.
over there is really nice. I'm going to have
So
a
much for
clinical
Good
next
News Life.
year.
That's
Yeah.
not
Love
good
the
news,
arrow.
Tom.
I was
my
going to say,
bad.
we don't talk negative. I'm
Yeah.
here.
My
Remember,
bad, my
glitter
bad.
shoes.
Sorry.
Jenny, I saw her almost getting out of her seat.
You know they're a sponsor of Great News
I had to
Life.
leave.
There's
yeah.
going to be a pile of glitter under her chair.
I don't think
I know.
I don't
Right.
think Franciscan's gonna sponsor our show. So
Nah,
I'm okay with
not
that.
anytime soon. All right, well, listen, Jenny, it's been great having you.
Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
guys.
you so much for
Get your
coming
tickets
down.
to All About the Girls.
Yes.
What's the date
here's, June 9th. And we've got, Kay for Tasha, Nikki Kaler, Megan Applegate, Cindy Lopez, Julie West, and Dr. Vanessa Allen McLeod are our speakers
Awesome.
this year.
Dr.
So,
Vanessa, yes, Dr.
yeah,
V.
you probably know Dr. V well.
Definitely.
So get your
She's
tickets.
awesome.
Come out, do the fun stuff with us.
do you give awards to women and all that?
Ours is more, so we have speakers. So instead of doing like an award thing,
Uh-huh.
ours is more giving them a platform to tell their story.
Awesome.
So each
like
of
a
those
TED
women will
Talk
get up.
for
Yeah,
women.
it
Ah,
really, that's a
TED
great
Talk.
way
Good
to
job, John.
explain it, John.
See,
Yeah.
when John speaks, you have to. It's always something good.
Yeah.
Are we sure about
Wow,
that?
no,
I mean, that one
no.
was good. I agree.
Whoa,
but
whoa. You guys
I
leave
take
my
that
man
back.
alone.
I
Okay,
take that
John, he's
Because when he
a
talks
smart guy
politics, it's
sometimes.
usually
I
nothing
was gonna say
good.
I've been with
Yeah.
John in
Wow.
Vegas.
F
I don't
off,
know
Kevin.
if always smart.
See,
is
that wasn't good
the
either.
thing, but
Wow.
Let me
It
make
takes
sure I
risky bets.
let me make sure I read this
Yeah.
invitation link
Yes,
real quick. So
please.
it's all about the girls, part 7, the number 7, all about the girls, part 7. .eventbrite.com.
yes. So even if you just go to Eventbrite and search all about the girls part 7, you will find it. Or you can call us or find me online. We'll get you tickets. It's going
June
to be
9th.
super fun. June 9th, you will be inspired by these awesome women. It's like a female TED Talk for women only.
That's great.
But men can go.
But men can go.
And are welcome to eat the
Please.
heavy appetizers.
and drink
Show
all
up
of
and
the open bar.
support women.
Beer.
Open bar?
It's
I
an
wanna-
open
open bar.
bar?
I want to
Yeah,
picture,
that's what I'm saying.
John.
$50.
You
Open
should
bar.
say- you
I
should
could
say
drink
that at the
$50
beginning.
and beer easy.
Jen, you should say that at the very beginning.
I-
Like open bar.
I
She
should.
did.
Just, I did
She
today,
did, by the
but
way.
you're right.
Yeah,
All about
okay.
the girls' open bar. That's what I'm just going to start
John
saying.
was so
Right.
worried about the heavy appetizers, he missed the open
He missed
bar.
the open bar. It was the meatballs.
I want to
We
picture,
focused on
picture
meatballs.
John at All About the Girls with a meatball.
It's going
Surrounded
to happen.
by
I will
all
ensure
girls.
it. Yeah, John.
Can I have one of
listen.
those? By the way, I'm going to stop by.
Oh, yeah. I
Even
thought
though
you
I'm a
meant the
man.
meatballs, and I
Even
was
though-
gonna
No,
tell you I
I'm
didn't
definitely going
actually
to eat
have
meatballs. I'm going to take a selfie at this.
That's not a
wanna go
ticket,
too.
Tom. You'll actually have to buy
I will
one.
leave
No, I will.
these for anybody
I will.
that needs them.
Thank you.
I'm coming,
Yeah,
for
join
sure.
us. I hope you guys can
I'll
all
be your
come.
Jenny-
date daddy.
Jenny
Thanks, Liz.
Craig, Executive Director of GreatNews.Life.
Positive
Thanks for
only
coming
news.
By the way,
Thanks.
and I know Chris is watching. I want to say thanks to Chris for putting this together. It's a great
Yes.
media outlet. It's
Thank
a
you.
local media outlet
I
that we
agree.
use. It's 3 counties. And Chris, it was his vision. What, over a decade? It was
Yeah, 13 years, 14?
13, 14
We
years
started
ago.
in 2009, and I don't do math. There you go.
Right.
13.
No,
Nice.
that's excellent. And
Me
Chris does a
neither. I
great
was an
job.
English teacher.
That's right. But I think you guys do a great job. I appreciate you
Thank
coming
you,
in.
guys.
And
You're
for
awesome. I appreciate your
For
support.
your first visit of many.
Yes.
You're a great
I hope,
guest.
thank you.
You're a
I want
great
to have.
guest.
I
Easy
want to come
guest.
back all the time.
With more good news.
I'll bring good news. Like I'll just bring cool, good stories.
So
Absolutely.
next time.
Please do.
whenever you have something big, I want you to come in and
Okay.
do like we did today. You're an awesome
love that.
guest.
Thank
know,
you.
have a news-
yeah.
You guys
news
are
break.
fantastic.
We've had a lot of guests in here, and you come in and light up the room. It's really nice.
Without a doubt.
Thank
That's
you.
why Chris hired you.
I hope so.
He
I
met
think I do
you,
an
and he
okay
was like,
job.
she's got a couple shady things in her past, but she's so happy.
happy.
She
She's
has
so
a
happy I
10-year
have
prison
this-
sentence,
yeah.
but she's really cool.
I'll overlook a couple of the flaws, but because she's so excellent. No, I'm just kidding, Jenny. You're awesome.
No flaws.
She may
Yeah.
have killed a man in Reno.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Maybe.
Johnny
Lindsay,
Cash did that,
allegedly.
yeah. Yeah.
But now I have a cult, so it's fine.
That's right.
Nice.
Jenny, you're
Thanks, guys.
awesome. You do a great job. And I love visiting your studio. I'm looking forward to it again. And I am definitely going to stop by your event. It sounds like
Thank
a
you.
good time.
Awesome, guys.
All right,
Take
wrap it
care.
up, Mayor.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. All right. Thank you again to Jenny for coming in and Great News Life. It's greatnewslife.org.
Yeah,
Right?
No,
greatnews.life.
greatnews.life.
No.com. So
Sorry.
Valpo.life, Portage.life, all of them, no.com.life only. And you can find all the good news and the stuff that's happening in your own backyard.
Awesome, man. And it's good to see Steve, the boss, come in and
The
make
boss.
sure everything's going well. Good to see you, Steve. Yeah,
He's
thanks.
really excited now that he knows he's boss.
Yeah, and Jay Vez, awesome job today. Other than cutting off my microphone that one time, I'm sure that was on purpose.
Oh, it was an accident.
It
I
was
saw his
totally
hand
an
slipped.
accident.
Total
Yeah.
accident.
All right, Linz, thanks for sticking up for John. It's good to see you guys are bonding over there on that
Meets
side
by
of the studio.
Lindsay.
Hey,
Meets
yep.
by Lindsay is
Meets
a
by Lindsay.
$35 million
That's
addition to our
me.
city. So thanks, Linz. Good to see you. Kate Chandler, awesome
Yes.
job.
Thank you.
You did great as a caboose, as
you, Mayor.
usual. And of course, coming from Lock Quad, the locomotive. It's good to see you all. We'll be back on Tuesday do we have a guest on Tuesday, Steve?
We're working on it.
We're working on
It
it.
might just be me and you.
It might just
Who
be
knows?
us. Who knows? So anyway, great to see you all. We'll see you on Tuesday, and we do that every Tuesday and Friday for those of you new guests out here. Tuesday, Friday, 7:30 a.m. and we're streamed on Apple Pod, Spotify, all that stuff. So great to see you
Stitcher.
all. Stitcher, Bumble, all that
iHeartRadio.
stuff. Yeah. All right.
Bumble.
Anyway, nice to see you
Mixer,
all.
Blender.
Lock Pod out. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Hinge.